guys, I'm here in my happy place. It's early Saturday evening and I've just come back from a very successful day at not one, not two, not three, but 4 summer fates all in a row. So I'm feeling pretty good, feeling pretty relaxed, and I thought I'd get out the old twang doodle and have another look at the difference between the acoustic and electric versions of one of my songs, because as you well know by now, at Road to Lenmania and Lenmania 2 at the start of next month, I'm going to be playing 2 sets every night. I'm going to play a set at the start of the night, all acoustic, super mellow, and then a start at the end of the night, all electric, super harsh, and in the middle you get the filling of the excellent sandwich there with all the amazing bands I'm taking with me. But in each end is the Lenman bread. I'm the bread in this situation, and that's fine with me. That's good quality bread that's got like bits of seeds in it. Let's take a look at Mississippi, because guaranteed I'll do that at some point in the evening. And this was the first single off my previous record, Devolver, and it was a big deal for me because I hadn't done anything for a long time. And Mississippi sort of starts, if you've heard it, which I'm hoping you have, it's got that riff like... And on the record and live, you know, obviously that's going through an electric guitar, through a big amp with a big distortion pedal, whatever. It sounds massive, and I love to palm mute. It's a great sound. But on the acoustic guitar, not so good, Al. And so immediately I thought, well, how can I make that a big sound? And you don't want to be like... It just comes straight out there with that, and that's not really going to get us anywhere, because the whole song is about building, slowly building. A lot of the songs on that record are about building through to a climax. I didn't realise at the time, but a lot of them do that. So you've got to start somewhere. I didn't want to do it with the chords, and then I thought maybe like... No, it's alright, it's okay, it hasn't got much swag there, right? And then I thought, how about if I put some hammer-ons and pull-offs, like... I had the backbone for the acoustic version. I thought, great, we can do this, because I wanted to be able to play it in quiet environments. You know, in stores, libraries, a birthday party. So, I'm playing a birthday party. So... I was really chuffed because I knew I had a way in. So I thought, let's go with that. Okay, so we got when I rest my eyes, see all these ghosts. More I try to push them back, the more they crowd close. And then during the sort of a break with the I can't let go, there's all kinds of... I'm giving it rhythm in the middle, you know, because I don't have the drums. I'm doing that myself, which is great because that always sounds good on an acoustic guitar. I can't let go. I might do that. I sort of did that without thinking there. That sort of little slide, and that if your strings are springy enough, it always sounds good. I always like that open chord anyway. And I sort of invented a little lick up there. Which I really like. I started to play, and that's actually, if you watch the electric version now, I put that in the electric version as well. Some of these bits, they translate across in the acoustic version to the electric version if I think it fits. So that's got a real vibe, it's got a real groove. And then in the electric version, the sort of where the second verse begins, if you know the electric version, it cuts down to just the drums. The drum beat is really, again, a lot of that record is about drum beats as well as building textures and drum beats and building. The guitar is really a secondary instrument on that record because I'm a frustrated drummer. I start with the drums a lot of the time. Man, I got no drums, and I can't be all like, you know, start bonging my guitar like a bongo in the live show. People think I lost my mind, and they've already seen my haircut, so I'm on dangerous ground. I can't really break into like a tom-tom solo on the body of the guitar. So I thought, what am I going to do there? Because I like the way it breaks down into a quieter space at the start of that second verse. Things get a little bit more thoughtful. So I thought, if I just give it like, you know... By that time, we can afford to bring it down and get a little bit more quiet. When I lost my paw, when that moment come, I love those thoughts with all the rest in my cranium. And I really dig that, man. I really like taking it down that low and getting that quiet with it, and then slowly it starts to sort of snarl back up. So So similar to the electric version, I've sort of been playing riffs around the same. You know, all that stuff. It's the same thing all the way through. And then finally, when we get to the big riff, this guy. When we get to that big riff, it doesn't really have that much power like on an acoustic guitar, because I've already done that. I've already got the open string. I've been playing that the whole song. When we go from the mute to the open string on the electric, really opens up, but I need something else on the acoustic, and I can't. Again, I didn't want to be like. I mean, I like a bar chord, but it needs its own place, right? Only where it's appropriate. And so I thought, if I just put that octave in here and give it. And I let it ring out on the record, you know, it's like staccato. Stop. Stop. Because the drums. I don't have that, so I let it ring out and I realized it. And I add, like, you'll notice there, lots more notes, because again, it's just me, so I want to fill that with a little bit more. And again, that sort of comes across, you'll see me playing that on the electric version, because like I said before, when I recorded this song, I'd never played it live, ever. We messed around with it a bit with the heavy mellow band guys, but it never got more than the main riff. I didn't get into the verse or anything, and I had a demo, but it was pretty dry. And so then once I started taking it on the road, and once you see how people react to it, it gives it a whole different vibe. I don't want to get too hippy-dippy about this stuff, but when you come to my shows watching this video, and I hope you will come to Lenmania and Lenmania because it's going to be excellent, you change the songs. You do. This isn't like a get involved YouTube bullshit thing. I'm totally serious. An audience's reaction changes the song that I am playing, both in the moment and afterwards when I get home and I think about it and I think, there was a connection there. So when you hear these songs evolve, you have genuinely, I'm not bullshitting you, played a part in that evolution, and it's very important to the way I play music, so thanks. So by that time, we're way in the groove and everything's ringing out and everyone's having a good time, and then on the record we got the even bigger riff. How do you follow a big riff? With an even bigger riff. And we have this bit that I really like on the record that I'm into that, but again, on the acoustic guitar there's only so loud it can get, you know. And so what do you do when there's that big riff comes along? You could do what Queen do when the operatic bit of Bohemian Rhapsody came on. They just leave the stage, they just disappear and play a tape of it, and some like different coloured lights come on. I could do that. I could get to this part of the song, see ya, and then get up and then just play the tape, and that might work, and then come back on, and pick up. Or I could stand there and be like, you know, eyeing everyone out. Or I could just skip it, just crunch it. You've got to know, even though it might be my favourite part of the song, you've got to know when to cut stuff. You've got to be able to edit. Most people start writing their songs and they got like 6 verses. Wait till you hit the 7th verse, and you don't need that many. And I did have some great producers say, maybe cut that second chorus, and I was like, how dare you? This is my vision. And then gradually I got it and I realised, no, do you know what? It's not essential unless we're really feeling the vibe. Just not necessary. So in the acoustic version, yeah, I just chopped it, and that's fine because it means we can just keep, once we've reached the M-I-double-S-I, we could just ride that for as long as we want, and by then everyone's going for it, hopefully, if it's going well, and it's never gone badly yet. Everyone's kind of singing along and really feeling the groove, and I'm really into it, and I just keep going. And what I might do if I remember in the heat of the moment is put my finger here, so we get, which is also really cool, just really belting out, and then whenever it needs to stop, it stops, because I don't have to pre-arrange it with the drummer. I haven't rehearsed how many bars, you know, with anyone else. It's entirely up to me and up to the crowd, and if like no one's singing along, I might just do it once. M-I-double-S-I-double-S-I-P-P-I, thank you very much, good night, Jimmy Lemon. Or if everyone's really into it, we might just do it all night. You come along We might do it for a whole hour, depending how the vibe takes us. But that's the really beautiful part, is that you never know, and it's never the same twice. Oh my God, I sound like Jiminy Cricket, the little Pinocchio's concerts of Disney. Anyway, this is, I mean, music is my favourite thing, and I get a little bit dippy about it if I get a little bit dippy about anything. So that really is it. That's the acoustic version of Mississippi. Not so complicated. It's kind of one note all the way through. The acoustic version has a few more notes, and like I say, you'll hear some of them bleeding across into the electric version. And if you come to The Road to Lenmania, or Lenmania 2 at 2000 Trees, I'm pretty sure you'll hear Mississippi either an acoustic or electric version. I'm promising, because I've got a lot of songs and a lot of stuff I want to play here, and obviously Shuffle's coming out, my new record, I want to play you stuff from that, so who could say. But whatever you hear, it's going to be cool, and the acoustic set is going to be real nice, and then the electric set is going to be blocker rockin', and you're going to have a great time. And I hope you found this video interesting, and have a lot of fun, and I'll see you soon.